Hi guys, Alberto here. You're watching the Bedroom Rocker YouTube channel, and today we are taking a very good look at the Huminator, which is a very cool and affordable noise gate pedal by Nux. First, we're going to take a look at the features, then I'm going to show you several connection methods and how it doesn't sound, and finally move on to the review part. Now, Nux did send me this unit for the purpose of this review, but I did not get told what to say or what to do, so all opinions here are completely independent. Now, with that out of the way, grab a drink, sit tight, and let's go. The box comes with a sticker, the user manual, and the pedal itself, which I found quite pretty and rugged. The Huminator is very simple and yet packed with features. It has a fully analog circuit. It takes a 9-volt power supply but internally converts it to 18 volts for additional headroom. Then it has got an effects loop, which enables you to separate the sensing element from the gating element. I'll speak more about this in the demos later. It's got an LED indicator for the amount of noise reduction, 2 different operating modes. In reduction mode, the foot switch will bypass your signal, whereas in mute mode, the foot switch will completely mute your signal. Then we have 2 different controls, the threshold, which sets the level at which the gate will open and close, and the decay, which sets how fast the gate will open and close. The first method is to have the Huminator as the first thing in your guitar chain, and this is great because the sensing part of it gets to work with your clean guitar signal, so it's very easy to differentiate between the guitar signal and the noise. The only exception here is if you have any pedal that is sensitive to the input impedance. The classic examples here are vintage fuzzes, treble boosters, and wahs. So in this case, you would always have those pedals first, then the noise gate, and then any other pedal into your amplifier, including then modulation, time-based effects like delays and reverbs. This method only really works if you are playing primarily clean and you really just want to get rid of the 60 cycle hum from single coil pickups, because none of the other pedals and typically the gain pedals would create or at least amplify the noise in your circuit, and they would not be gated in this setup. The next method is recommended by Nux in their manual as the normal mode, and we basically just swap the position between the Huminator and the gain pedals. This allows for the gain pedals and any noise coming from them to be gated, but it creates another problem, which is that we are now feeding a distorted signal into the sensing element of the Huminator. And distorted means that your guitar signal will get compressed or reduced, and the noise signal will get amplified. So the sensing element will have a harder time distinguishing between them and deciding when to open and close the gate. Now we have what Nux calls the advanced method, and this gets rid of the problem I've previously mentioned by placing all the gain pedals in the effects loop of the Huminator. So this way, the sensing element of the Huminator gets the clean guitar signal, has a very easy time distinguishing between noise and signal and deciding when to open and close the gate, but we are gating the noise generated or amplified by all of the gain pedals in the effects loop. If you're using reduction mode here, then the bypass would bypass the complete effects loop. So if you have all your overdrive distortion pedals in the effects loop, they will be completely out of your signal chain when the bypass is engaged. This works great if you are using your amp as a clean pedal platform and getting all your drive sounds from pedals. I won't demo this mode because I would go even one step further and include the preamp section of the amplifier also in the effects loop of the Huminator. Nux doesn't really show this connection method, but this is the best if you also plan to use gain from your amplifier, because then that's also gated. In this mode, then basically everyone is happy. The fuzz gets to see the input of the guitar, the Huminator sensing element gets the clean guitar signal, you have all your gain pedals and the preamp section of your gain in the effects loop of the Huminator. Your time-based effects are out of the loop of the Huminator, so the gate won't chop off their trails, and they are also in the effects loop of your amplifier, so they won't get distorted either. The only problem with this connection method is that it's then in reduction mode, if you activate the bypass, you would also bypass the preamp section of your amplifier, which you normally don't really want. So you are basically left with using the mute mode in this connection method. But this means then your entire signal chain is always then either gated or muted, and you cannot really remove the gate from the signal chain anymore. So let me know your thoughts on the sounds and features of the Nux Huminator. Overall, I'm really impressed by it. I think it did an excellent job getting rid of all the noise in my signal chain without affecting my tone or my pick attack or the playing feel in general. To be very fair, I'm not much of a high gain player, and I've never really tested noise gates before. I never really felt the need to have a noise gate in my pedal board because I'm a low gain player most of the time. But I found this extremely user-friendly and incredibly effective, so it was very easy just to set it up and eliminate all the noise, and I didn't feel any difference to the playing style. So I'll definitely keep this in my board for a while and see how it goes. And to be fair, at 46 euros with this set of features, so especially the effects loop, the LED indicator for the noise reduction, and the two different modes, I think this is a very serious contender. I think any other noise gate with this set of features would easily cost double the price. So if you are in the market for a budget noise gate, I think the Huminator is definitely a serious contender. That's all for today. I really hope the review was helpful and fun to watch. If that's the case, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to watch more guitar, bass, and gear related content, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to stay tuned for future videos. Also, if you like what I'm doing here and you want to support the Bedroom Rocker YouTube channel, then consider becoming a paid member or using my affiliate links in the description box down below. If you do that, I earn a small commission, and this really helps me to get the channel going and getting additional products for making reviews like this one at no additional cost for you. So keep on rocking and cheers!